friends for like 2 seconds. Yeah. No, she was like so much at one time.
Nico, what do you want?
So what is called things I wish my 13-year-old self knew or made me know about one, your mother is always right. Maybe you don't believe it, it's the way she used to tell you to clean your room or do the dishes or stop watching TV. So much damn TV. It was threatening to a point where you didn't understand why. She could be so harsh. But you knew that no matter how angry you got at her, you would always be able to find her in your darkest of times and at least hug her to ensure that she's still there and not just something to be angry at. Listen to her when she tells you that you are unmistakably beautiful, even if the person you see in the mirror isn't you. Maybe you don't believe it because the way she promised you that the reasons you stayed out late with your friends at night were stupid, or the brilliant idea you had in the shower for a clever moneymaker, or a way to get a girl, or to somehow be able to get an A on a test you know you're going to fail. Really, it's just horrendous, and that upset you. But you know that whatever she said always turned out to be true. You just don't like to admit it. 2. Judgment is a natural response to fear. Your teenage years will be the most brutal of your life because you won't know where the next emotional blow will come from.
Sounds good.
Maybe it will adjust your outfit choice so you spend extra time in the morning looking over each strand of silk that is sewn perfectly together to make that shirt you bought for exactly $12.92. And you match it with 8 different pairs of shorts and 3 skirts before you decide to just wear a separate outfit entirely. Maybe you'll make it to school to find out that one person gives you a rude look in a classroom and another laughs as she walks by. And you realize that the clothing you labored over for hours couldn't protect you from the cruel dagger of words that are shot at you by fellow adolescents. And savage you repeatedly, you begin to wonder whether your choice was even a good one at all. And you're just wallowing in a pool of doubt and you want to go home. But don't let it get to you because judgment is a stupid person's response to an unfamiliar set of circumstances. Because you don't look ugly in an outfit, you look hot as hell. Yeah. And the looks and laughs are from people who have never felt so unattractive in comparison to someone else before. And you should embrace your beauty. Yes! 3. When people say high school is the best 4 years of your life, they're lying. You will come to school a majority of the days so tired and worn out beyond fathomable. But you will somehow find it in yourself to go and work to satisfy the needs of other people. And you will learn to quiet your inner voice because that tells you to run away or stop doing homework or take a break. Because there's no time on breaks in high school. There's only time for disappointment and work and extracurriculars and more work. And one day you'll wake up and realize it's time to start planning for your future and time to pick a good school and worry about whether the last 4 years of your life were the best it could have been. Hitting yourself on the head, you only got that 3.98 instead of a 4.0. And suddenly, you wonder where the last 4 years went. Trying to decide whether your almost instinctual need to succeed was worth it, or if you missed out on better opportunities. Isn't it funny that most of your life is based on how you do as an over-emotional, hormone-ridden, full of self-doubt teenager? 4. Sleeping is the absolute best feeling in the entire world. When you're sick of something or you need to take a break from the world, sleeping will be able to let you release all of your pent-up anger and sadness in one simple action. When you work yourself half to death and no one will leave you alone, you'll be able to feel the comfort of your mattress and the enveloping warmth of your sheets as you lay your head down on that one pillow you always really like, and that is probably the most satisfying sense you'll ever be able to achieve, especially if you have to wake up for school tomorrow. 5. Just because you're broken doesn't mean you're helpless. Something will happen to you that will shatter your heart into a million little shards of glass that cut your ribcage and slash your insides, and you can cry and hurt and wither under the pain. I can guarantee it. But don't assume that people will treat you differently because you are so hurt. Especially if you try and hide it in a smile because people can't read your mind. Don't assume that if you spend hours of your life small messages into your arm that you wish you could tell the world that you can't feel too good, or the idea that you would jump in front of a bus makes you remain too beautiful. I've been there. It doesn't. It only means that you need help because you're too broken to see that sometimes things seem much worse than they really are. You will always back down from your darkest time. Bounce back from your darkest time. 6, you will fall in love with a celebrity and you will want to rip your hair out whenever you think of it. You will spend numerous hours watching these videos and being asked questions that you think are stupid. You already know the answer to all of them. And you'll watch them so much till almost every word of everyone spoken, and you'll be able to identify the smallest grainiest picture of any image that someone shows to you. You'll fawn over the smoothness of the voice, almost satisfying of the feeling of waking up on Christmas morning, and fall asleep at least once while hearing a piano. Maybe it'll be the way his hair falls just right, or the color of his eyes, or the way he saves his teacher, or the way he makes good music, or acts like the best actor in the entire world, or maybe he's just plain handsome as hell. Yes, and you will put head over heels with him. He'll be your first love, but he will also be your first heartbreak. 7, you need to live truly and learn to be happy. Obstacles will always find a way to present themselves. People will never understand that mean words cut you. But you should try at all times to pick yourself up and really stop passing judgment on those people who change their outfit 12 times in fear of your stick rate. Or learn to stop wasting your time and effort on things that people mean nothing to you. And people that mean nothing to you. Because you have a beautiful mind, and it's such an awful thing to waste when you sacrificing your happiness and becoming another sad teenager who has nothing to tell their children about it, so you empty vast themselves once they're apart. Learn to stop holding grudges because they will block your happiness. And those awful people will simply be living rent-free in your head. Accept those awful people's apology because they should be happy too. Learn to crack stupid jokes like that you lost your thesaurus and that you just can't find the words to describe how upset you are. And laugh at yourself even if no one else does. Learn to love yourself and eventually you will learn to be happy. 8, you are beautiful. Yes. No matter how you feel when you get up in the morning, or your view of yourself when you look in a mirror, you will be the most beautiful creature ever to walk on the earth. The sun will shine for you when you walk outside and get ready to face the day. The flowers will bloom in anticipation of being alive at the same time as someone as breathtakingly gorgeous as you. You may not believe it when you are a teen, don't worry, because one day you will realize that only beautiful people can live the life you do. And you will realize that perhaps your mother was right, and you are so unmistakably beautiful.
She needs to be a preacher. Yeah.
Hey guys, can we get a big round of applause for Krista?